The ancient Egyptians used it to preserve the bodies of the deceased. It was a common ingredient in Greek medicines, perfumes, and ointments. This spice has been cherished for centuries and at one time even more valuable than gold. Can you guess what it is? Hi guys, welcome back to The Passionate Palate, a podcast for food lovers and culinary explorers where we talk about various foods, flavors, and ingredients from around the world. I'm your host, Zay. Today we are diving into the world of cinnamon. Not just any cinnamon, but Sri Lankan cinnamon, also known as true cinnamon or Ceylon cinnamon. Ceylon cinnamon gets its name from Ceylon, which is the old colonial name for Sri Lanka, and where it has been cultivated for over 2,000 years. And it still remains as the largest producer of cinnamon in the world. Sri Lanka has the perfect climate and soil conditions to produce high-quality cinnamon. Ceylon cinnamon is different to cassia, whereas cassia is from Asian countries like Vietnam, Indonesia, and China. So what does cinnamon look like? Cinnamon comes in the form of sticks or cigars. They are called quills because they're taken from the inner bark of a tree. It's the Cinnamomum verum tree. They are very light brown in color and it's very fragile. The layers are thin, so it snaps or breaks easy. It has the most amazing fragrance. It's sweet and mild, and it's different to cassia. Cassia is it's very hard to snap and break. So I prefer, of course, the Sri Lankan Ceylon cinnamon. Born and raised in Sri Lanka, I grew up around cinnamon. I would smell it every time my mom, my grandma, and aunts would cook. They would add it to all their dishes. They would even put it into desserts. And it's very near and dear to my heart that I would only cook with Sri Lankan cinnamon. When I start sauteing my onions for whatever dish I make, like for rice and curries, I would add a small piece of cinnamon. The fragrance that comes from adding the cinnamon is incredible. My whole house smells amazing. I add cinnamon to Sri Lankan rices like yellow rice, ghee rice. I add it to beef curries, chicken, fish, shrimp. I add it to potatoes, dals, lentils, vegetable curries. I literally add it to anything because I love the way it enhances the flavor of food. I get my cinnamon from Sri Lanka. My parents send me a package. But in case I run out of it, I panic. But still, the good news is that there are Sri Lankan grocery stores that are available in Staten Island in New York. So my husband and I would take a drive down there and I would buy my Sri Lankan cinnamon until I get the packages from Sri Lanka. So here is how cinnamon is packaged in Sri Lanka. It's I hope you could take a good look at it. It's light brown in color, and I can't put it into words how amazing it smells when I open this package of cinnamon. Sri Lankans are so proud of cinnamon that they have named hotels and restaurants after the name. There is the Cinnamon Grand, Cinnamon Lakeside, Cinnamon Grill, and yeah, we're pretty proud of it. When it comes to baking, I just used powdered cinnamon from the grocery store. And I'm also very particular about the brand that I buy. Sometimes when I try to blend certain spice mixes, I would use cinnamon powder. I would use cinnamon when I bake my snickerdoodle cookies, carrot cake, pumpkin bars, apple pies, banana bread, cinnamon rolls. It's very important to use good quality cinnamon when you're baking it because the end result will be really worth it. Cinnamon is also added to hot and cold beverages. For example, in chais, your iced or hot chais, apple cider, Puerto Rican coquitos, Mexican hot chocolate. Some recipes call for adding a cinnamon stick when you're boiling milk or water, and that really enhances the flavor. But one thing really weird, which I find about myself, is that as much as I love cinnamon, I cannot have cinnamon in my hot chai, nor can I have it at like the powdered cinnamon that they put on top of cappuccinos. Something about it, that and meat, it just does not go well together. But other than that, I really love cinnamon. Ceylon cinnamon has a lot of health benefits. It's an antioxidant, so it helps with lowering blood sugar levels and high blood pressure. According to the research that I've done online, it's safer to consume Ceylon cinnamon than cassia cinnamon because cassia contains a large amount of coumarin, which can be toxic. This brings us to the end of this episode of The Passionate Palate. I really hope you guys enjoyed listening to my cinnamon chat. And if you're a cinnamon lover and you use cinnamon in your baking, in your cooking, and even in your drinks, please share some recipes with me. It's nice to have a discussion about spice that we love. And hey, if you don't love cinnamon, let me know your reasons why as well. Tune into my next episode for more flavorful conversations. And always remember, don't count the calories, count the delicious memories.